So I'm hoping for a solid stream. I know the trailer doesn't play very smoothly. Doesn't look like this video is going very smoothly either. I'm doing the best that I can. We're going to do some color grading today. We're going to be looking at Davinci Resolve. If you'll notice in the chat, there's the link, The Darkness Rolled Over Her .movie. And that is where you can find out all about the film. You can go to parabolas.com and you can find out more about me. You can follow my socials, all that sort of thing. And so we're going to be diving back into color grading today. I have everything organized into groups, and I'm trying to figure out, trying to figure out which groups I want to work on today. There's this lightbox thing over here that I don't use very much, so let's get to where you can see me. This should work. There we go. All right, so now I bought a new webcam, a second webcam, so that you can now see my hands using the Davinci Blackmagic micro panel. I had it where you could kind of do that before when I had my iPhone set up, but I'm having to use another computer now. I know this isn't ideal, and I know this is probably a little laggy. Hopefully the audio is coming through smoothly, and you should still be able to see what I'm doing. I'm not playing any video in real time during the color grading, so hopefully the lagginess won't be too big a factor. So one thing I haven't used much, I'm going to close these scopes for just a second. And one thing that I haven't used much is this lightbox feature. What the lightbox feature does is it shows you basically all of your clips, shows you your whole movie in a lightbox format, or sort of a storyboard format. And so you'll notice this scene at the bottom where it's got a lot of the same shots, where it's cutting back and forth between, the old lady in the robe and Gwen trying to get into her car. Those really are only a couple of different actual camera shots, but in the edit, it's cut back and forth. So it's showing you the edited shots, as it appears. So this is your edit sort of in storyboard form, and it's the whole film. So it takes a minute for the thumbnails to populate as you scroll through. But this allows me to go through and sort of see where everything is currently, color-wise. And everything has some basic look on it right now. Don't match. So this scene right here that's in the middle of the screen was the very first scene that we shot. This scene right here in the middle of the light box is the very first scene that we shot. And you can see it's just a little greener than, say, the scene after it that's got kind of a reddish hue to it. And that has a little bit to do with the neutral density filter that I used on set. And I'm trying to get it to match. I've already done a little bit with this scene here in the middle, so that's why it's close, but I haven't really done anything with the scene after it. So I'm probably going to end up taking some red out of the scene after it, and then these will match a little better. But by looking at the lightbox view here, I'm able to decide, what I want to work on, today. And I'm just going to kind of go through the film here. Store stuff looks pretty good. Some of this truck stuff still needs work. Stuff in the tent doesn't look great yet. I haven't done a lot at the campsite. A lot of this dusky campsite stuff, it's got kind of a green cast to it, and I want to take out. And then some of this other dusky stuff just before dinner has sort of a reddish cast to it that I need to take out. Campfire stuff isn't bad, but it needs some creative grade to it. It looks like it's fairly balanced, but just needs to sort of be creatively graded. It looks like I need to do some exposure stuff to it. The scene outside the cabin was one of the best looking scenes, and right now it's like super gold red looking with all the stuff that we've put on it. So I need to go through and tweak it a little so that it looks correct. And I'm also seeing, you can very evidently tell that the whole scene was shot with the ND, except for this one shot right here, which is kind of green green looking. Obviously didn't have the ND on during that, so I'm probably gonna have to break these apart. I got a couple of clips right here that don't look right, and I think that is because they do not have the correct input transform put on. So I think we can do that here. Yeah, ACES input transform, and we're going to do inverse display Rec 709, and that should take care of that. I hope. This one we're going to do the same. ACES input transform inverse display Rec 709. I think both of those are Rec 709. Oh, actually, no, these are ones that Noah has done, and we're going to have to redo. So actually these I think ended up looking better by using Blackmagic Design film. 4.6K film Gen 3. I think actually that's what we needed to use. This is another effect shot actually. Yeah, I see it's disconnecting a bunch. I'm looking at OBS. It says it's not dropping any frames, but I see that it's very laggy, and I can see that it's connecting and disconnecting, and yeah, I'm just very sorry. I don't know what to do about that. Looks like it's still streaming both to YouTube and to Twitch. So alright, almost to the end, generating our thumbnails here. Alright, that's it, that's the end. So let's go back up, and I've done a lot with the nighttime stuff. I'm not at all done with it. I've done the interior house stuff. I like where it's gotten to. I've done a lot with the driveway stuff, but never got happy with it. So let's move on. I was doing the church stuff at one point, and but I've got some things there that I want to come back to. Interior van, I don't want to do that today. Exterior store, great, I had in there. I'm going to go to the group pre-clip, and you can see that there's just really some very basic things have been done to it. Group post-clip, let's see if there's any kind of creative grade or anything on there. There is a little bit of something on there, but as I turn it off and back on, it looks like just like a little bit of contrast. So let's go to our gallery and our fixed node tree, and what we're going to do is we're just going to post our, we're going to append this node graph, and then we'll just delete the node that we had in there, and that'll take out whatever little contrasty thing was going on, but I think this kind of needs to be redone anyway. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to balance. We're going to balance the scene. So I'm going to go to my timeline, and I'm going to select some nodes here, and I'm going to disable them. And I'm also going to disable the grain. That way what I'm looking at is my original camera clip. I'm going to go to my group pre-clip. I'm going to turn the grain off there as well. Looks like I've done a little bit of something here. So I'm going to turn this saturation off because it's way oversaturated, so that obviously is not doing anything correctly. Let's see what this group balance thing is here. Looks like it's looks like some balancing was attempted, but I can see from the scopes down here that it's not correct. So let's just do this. Let's take a look at the camera raw, because it's, when I apply this grade, it's going to screw up my camera raw. So just help me remember here. I've got it at 320, 6010 down a third. 320, 6010 down a third. And so I'm going to apply this grade. So now I've got my usual pre-clip grade on there. 6010 down a third, 320, great. All the raw stuff stayed the same. This phase is just make sure that white is white, black is black, gray is gray. So we're going to start here with just the white side of the building, and you can see that on the scopes right over here. You can see that the blue and green is basically lined up. That's why we've got these cyan parts of the waveform here, but the red is way off. So we're gonna have to get all that back into place. Now, when I applied this grade, it looks like I applied all of the balancing and everything from that grade as well. So I'm just gonna have to reset these grades. Although if I hit reset, does it reset their name and everything? No, it just resets the adjustments on each node. So we're just going to reset all these nodes and just start from scratch. And so we're going to start with the Luma. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my whites towards the top. I'm going to pull my shadows towards the bottom. And I'm going to do that right here using the Blackmagic Design micro color panel with my lift, gamma, and gain wheels. And I have it set up. The video looks kind of upside downish, but that's so you can see it sort of from up top, sort of how I'm looking at it. So this is my left hand here, and this is my right hand here. Oh, and it looks like it's flopped, doesn't it? Because this should be on the left. So let's see if I can fix that real quick. Let me fix that for you real quick. Let's see here. Screen share. Right here. Properties. This latest version of OBS is like all the time flopping stuff. It's super weird. Yeah, it's not going to let me do. It's not letting me do anything while we're streaming. Hang on a second. Let's get that. There we go. Oh, wow. I'm sorry for all these dropouts, guys. I don't understand why I cannot right click. Oh, maybe I can control click. Let's try that. Oh my goodness. I'd like to donate $50,000 so I can upgrade this computer. I will accept it. I won't even ask questions about where it came from. No, that's not gonna let me change it. Dadgummit. All right, nobody's watching anyway, so we're gonna stop.